Hello, and welcome to training for Tririga Capital Projects. Tririga is an application used by the Department of Veteran Affairs to capture the execution of any given capital project. Some of the information captured is information regarding the project itself, contracts on the project, submittal packages, requests for information, correspondence, and so on. Tririga is a web-based application, which means you can access it from anywhere where you have an internet connection, and you will be provided with a login account by your field support staff if you do not have one already. Today, we will be going over correspondence and correspondence records, how they are created, how they are sent to other people, how to review them, and then how to look up any reviews you may have received, any responses you have received from the person who did the reviewing. So let's get logged into Tririga. Any person can create, send, and receive correspondence records. Let's get logged in. First thing you want to do when you get logged in is check that you are in the correct project in the top right corner of the screen. Look for project data for your project name. In this case, I want to be in CFM Project 1, and I am, so we're all good. Next, we need to expand the correspondence menu item right here and click on correspondence to be taken to the correspondence list. Just give that a moment to load. Alrighty, once it loads, click Add in the top right to begin creating a new correspondence record. A new window will open. Again, just give that a moment to load too. Alright, so like every record in Tririga, there are required fields, and you need to make sure every required field is filled in, so we'll start at the top. In our currently viewing section, we'll find the contract field with the red asterisk, which means it's required. So go to the right, click the spyglass to be taken to a list of contracts. Select the corresponding contract by clicking on the radio button to the left of it, and then OK in the top right corner. Moving on to the general section, you'll see the date will auto-populate with today's current date. If that is not the date you'd like to have populated for this correspondence record, please click the calendar to the right of it and select the date that you would like. Calendar graphic will open up, and you can just click the day. I want to backdate this to Monday. Then fill in name field. If the correspondence is for routing to another form of Tririga, please use that form's name in the name section, such as an issue item, for example. You would preface it with the company's initials, if you will, the number of it, the initial issue item, and then the issue item name. If it is anything else, like an RFI perhaps, you can do the same thing. Just make sure you use the same name. Next, below the general and related data section, you'll find the to section. This is who you'd like to send this to in Tririga. In the to lookup field, follow it to the right, click the spyglass to be taken to a list of people. Find the person that you'd like to send this to by typing in parts of their names or the organization or the email, whichever one you know, in the correct field. I want to look up our contractor, which is test 21, so I'll put their name in the name field, enter to search. I'll find test user 21, just click the radio button to the left, then click OK to select. You'll see that the information will fill in these boxes. Whatever is available will show up. Now we have all of the required fields filled in. You see there's no more fields that have a red asterisk to the left of them. We're all good, so we can click Create Draft. After clicking Create Draft, please scroll down and find the CC section. The CC section is a way to inform people outside of Chariga on an information-only level of what is going on in this correspondence. They will not be able to log into Chariga and take any action on it. They'll just be sent an email with the information held within this correspondence saying, whoever's creating it, sent this to TestUser21. The name was this, it was about that, and any related documents that are uploaded. So, if you need to add someone who isn't in Chariga, first click the Find button. Make sure they're not already in here. And you can type in their name to search for them. If they are in here, they will show up. You can select them and click, or check the box to the left of their name and click OK to add them. If you click Find and you search for a person's name and they don't show up, add Einstein. He is not in here, so I can close this, click the Add button. I'll bring up a contact card. I can type in their first name and last name, as well as the email address. And then click Create Contact Card to create their contact card. This will also add them to the list. Okay. Moving on down to the detail section right beneath that. Let's pay very careful attention to this response required checkbox here. If it is not checked, there will be no notification sent to anybody via email or within Chariga. So if you want to have the person get notification about this and have them respond to it, you need to check this box. Then the required by, you can enter a date that you require a response by. Click the calendar to the right of the field. Select the date you require a response by, say this Friday. The delivery method is Chariga, you can leave that alone. Intended use, you can click the arrow to the right of that and change this. So maybe you want their signature, the review and comment for information only, whatever it might be. Document type you can leave as letter. And date sent will change later. Next, scroll down to the body section. In the body section, please write any questions you may have to the persons you're sending this to, any questions, any prompts, and so on. Whatever it is you like to say to the person that you're sending this to. And then after you type in the body field, please click Save to save the data. This will take us to the top of the record. Now we'll find the related data section where we can actually select, in this case, our RFI. So check the box for related requests for information, or whatever it might be, an issue item, a punch list, a permit, daily details, meetings, whatever it might be, check the box. This will open up a section right beneath the area there where you can check all the boxes, where you can select your RFI. So related RFIs, scroll to the right, click Find to find your RFI. This is also a good time to double check your name, make sure you have the correct name in here. So I want to do, I'll send RFI 12, which I know now I have a typo, so I need to update the name of my correspondence. I can copy the name here, put that there, and I'm just going to put a note on here so I can find it later. And then click Save. You can do that for as many record types as you'd like. If you are not just going to include an RFI in this, but also a submittal, you can also check the related submittal box. You might have to take a second to find it. Related submittals right here. Just check the box. It will open up another section right beneath this area where you'll see you can select a related submittal. Scroll down, related submittal, then click Find. Find your submittal, check the box to select them, click OK. And then once again, click Save to make sure all that data stays on the record. Now, one thing to be aware of, if there are any documents that are on these RFIs or submittals or whatever the record might be, you need to re-upload them to this correspondence record so that the people you're sending this to receives them. So you need to go to the RFI record, download those attachments, and then bring them here to the correspondence record. Come to the Notes and Documents tab. Find the Related Documents section. Click the Upload button. This will open a new window. Find those files that you have downloaded, and you can simply drag and drop them into the window. If I were patient. Second, let me reopen that just to be safe. Upload, open a new window. Wait for it to fully load, or else to get an issue like I had there. Alright, so drag and drop once more. We'll see our file is here. Click Submit to upload it. It'll go through quick progress bar. The window will close automatically when it is done. You can reopen your correspondence record and find the information here. Again, you have to do this for any documents that are attached to your related RFIs, submittals, whatever the thing you're attaching to this correspondence record might be, because we don't want to pull any extra unnecessary information. So you need to get those documents, download them to your computer, and re-upload them to this correspondence. All right, click Save. Make sure all that stays in there. Come back to the General tab. And then just do a quick double check. Make sure all your information is good. You have all the correct people in the CC, the correct two-person. Your details section is correct, and so on. Once everything is good, click Issue. So close the window. You'll need to find it once more and reopen it. You can do that by typing in the name. I know I did RFI 12. Type in the name. It'll be in review in progress for a minute. You want to click the refresh button and wait till you see it in the issued status. There we go. It is now issued. Click it and reopen it once more. And then click Complete. This will actually send it on its way to the person you selected for their review and to get their response. So you'll see it's now on the routing in progress status, and it will stay that way until it gets a response from the person you sent it to. So that is how you send a correspondence record. Now, if you have received a correspondence record, like we've just sent to our user here, we'll go over how to review and respond to that. We're going to log in as that user. Just received a correspondence record. Again, every time you log in, just double check, make sure you're in the correct project in the top right. That way all the data you see is proper and good. And then you'll find that you have a My Pending Correspondence section right on your login page here. And here we see that we have the correspondence that we just sent. Click on it to open it. All right, so click on it to open it. This is the person who's received it. They won't be able to change anything here. They can just look at all the information. So they can see that there is attached RFI. They can click on it to open the RFI and review it. They can do the same with the submittal. You can see it was sent to them. They're also aware of anyone else this was sent to outside of Chariga, so they know who maybe come and ask them questions about this and so on. They can scroll down and see that any questions, prompts, or instructions you have given them, that you have received in this case. And then they need to check the Notes and Documents tab as well to get any attachments. After you have checked all of this information and you are ready to respond, you can come back to the General tab. Click on the Respond button in the top right. It'll open up a new window for you, just a few seconds. and you'll see your response box. All you have to do is type in your response. And once you've typed in your response, click send. And that is how you review and respond to a correspondence. Then going back to where we originally started, as a person who did send the original correspondence, they will need to review any responses they have received. So we're going to log back in as the original sender of the correspondence. If that is you, this is how you will go back in and check for responses to correspondence that you sent. You log into Tribriga, check your project. We're in CFM Project 1, we're good. We need to find our correspondences because it wasn't sent to us for our review, so it will not show up in this section. We need to go to the correspondence list once more like we did originally. Click on correspondence arrow to expand the section. Click on correspondence to be taken to the list. Search for correspondence. I know I put video in the name so I could find it easily. I'll type in video, press enter, and I will find my correspondence here. I will see that it is in the completed status, which means that we have received a response. I can click on it to open it. It will open. Just give it a second to open all the way. We are looking for a notifications tab once it appears at the top here. Perfect. Click on the notifications tab. And the third section down, once it loads, you'll see that we have a response from test user 21, our contractor in this case. Click on them to open up the response and see what they said. I see that test user 21 sent me back a response to my correspondence. Perfect. So I can act on this information however I might need to. I will then close out of this. I can then close the correspondence. And that is all for correspondences. Thank you.